Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely pumped you're here today because we're throwing on our sports data analyst hats and diving right into the ultimate collision between predictive modeling and the beautiful game. We've got a seriously fascinating scouting report to break down for you. We're talking about the raw, unfiltered output from 4 different AI models that ran algorithmic tournament simulations of the entire international football landscape. We're going to look at the win probabilities, the qualitative analysis, and, my personal favorite, the crazy anomalies these algorithms spit out. So gear up because the data we're about to dive into gives us a highly calculated algorithmic crystal ball into the future of international football.
Right, so here's the big one. Who lifts the 2026 World Cup? That's the single, monumental question we fed into these 4 predictive models to try and settle the ultimate debate. Now, as analysts, we know predicting a massive tournament like this means crunching literally thousands of variables. We're talking player form, historical data, tactical setups, injuries, and just sheer luck. But when you strip away human bias and all that raw emotion, what does the cold, hard logic of a machine actually tell us? Well, these models didn't just take a wild guess. They ran thousands of Monte Carlo simulations. That essentially means they play the entire tournament out virtually over and over again to lock in the most mathematically probable outcomes. It's pretty wild stuff.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, the heavyweights, Spain versus France. Just look at the stark contrast in the math here. When one of these models ran its simulations, it didn't just toss out a vague ranking, it gave us exact win probabilities. And wow, we've got Spain sitting at a massive 35%, with France trailing right behind at 25%. In the world of sports data analysis, a 10% statistical gap between the top 2 contenders in a global tournament, that's huge. It's a real game changer. It basically tells us that while both teams are elite, the algorithms see a distinct, measurable advantage in Spain's profile. Everyone else in the world is basically fighting for the remaining statistical scraps. But you might be wondering, what exactly is driving that 10% delta?
Well, it all comes down to understanding the weighted variables behind these algorithmic rankings. So, why is Spain the absolute favorite? According to the data outputs, Spain is mathematically identified as the most complete team on the planet. The models heavily flag the dynamic duo of Yamal and Williams, literally tagging them with the exact descriptor, unplayable. The AI is weighting their structural flawlessness and an attacking pair that just completely breaks defensive algorithms heavily in their favor. On the flip side, we have France. Now, the models highly respect France for a totally different heavily weighted variable, and that is immense depth. The data shows their squad runs incredibly deep, and it isolates Kylian Mbappé as a unique, game-breaking variable, a player who, and I quote, can carry a whole tournament all on his own. So it's your classic analytical matchup, the most structurally complete team versus the deepest squad with the ultimate individual difference maker.
And get this, it really illustrates just how incredibly granular these models are willing to get. The AI model Grok didn't just pick Spain to win it all based on Yamal and Williams being unplayable. It ran the simulation all the way to the final match and spit out a definitive 2-1 scoreline for a Spain victory. Now, obviously, this isn't the AI being psychic, right? That 2-1 is what we analysts call the modal outcome. It was simply the most frequent, exact scoreline that popped up across Grok's thousands of virtual simulations of the final. Let me tell you, as a data analyst, seeing a modal outcome cluster this tightly around a 1-goal victory really highlights the sheer confidence of the model's predictive pathways.
All right, moving on to Section 2, the disruptors, featuring Brazil and the Netherlands.
Now, this is exactly where the AI proves it isn't just staring at player stats on a spreadsheet. It's actively factoring in the immense weight of managerial influence. The data output gave us a highly specific warning: don't sleep on Brazil. And why is that? Because the model identified a super powerful variable, Carlo Ancelotti. The algorithm actually calculates that Brazil, specifically when playing under Ancelotti, becomes mathematically dangerous. In predictive modeling, a world-class manager acts like a massive multiplier for a team's baseline talent. The AI spots that managerial edge and immediately flags Brazil as a prime threat, one that could easily bust that Spain-France bracket wide open.
But keep in mind, these models aren't just a pure monolith. They actually weight variables quite differently. While the general consensus leans heavily towards Spain, the AI model Claude actually registered a totally contrarian prediction and backed France. Why? Because Claude's specific algorithm puts a much heavier statistical premium on squad depth to survive a grueling tournament schedule. And then, when you look across all the models, their underlying metrics flag the ultimate high-value wildcard, the Netherlands. You know, in any robust dataset, you're always searching for that value pick, the team sitting outside the obvious favorites, but possessing the exact right tactical metrics to just cause absolute chaos. And the Netherlands emerged strictly as that wildcard anomaly.
And finally, Section 3, the final whistle set for July 19th.
Which brings us to our final big question. We've seen the 35% probability for Spain, that highly specific 2-1 modal outcome from Grok, the Ancelotti multiplier making Brazil so dangerous in Claude's deep squad bet on France. These algorithms have run their Monte Carlo simulations and given us their absolute best, highly calculated projections. But as we all know, football isn't played inside a server rack. It's played on grass by actual human beings dealing with intense pressure, raw emotion, and those spectacular moments of completely unquantifiable magic. So what do you think? Will these rigid, mathematically brilliant AI models be proven right when the final whistle blows on July 19th? Or will the glorious, chaotic unpredictability of the human spirit shatter the algorithms once again? Man, that is exactly what makes the beautiful game so incredible to analyze. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.